Hello everybody, this is Starman and welcome back to Let's Play Fallout Classic. Well, last time you remember, we got to the hub and started exploring around, and I found a tip at the local library that advised us as to where to go next. It turns out that the map does not actually show us the location of Vault 12 or 13. Of course, Vault 13 we already knew about because that's where we're from, so by reading the directions and guessing where it is, Vault 12 would be, I'm guessing, right about where Necropolis is, so we're going to go ahead and head in that direction rather than finish exploring the hub because, you know, time is a-wasting. And we did not run into anything bad. Now, why do they call this place Necropolis? Well, this is where, unless you run into them on the map, where you first encounter an old standby of the Fallout series, the ghouls. Ghouls being the people who built up a resistance to radiation, and yeah, they're immune to it, but they also became all zombified. And we can actually see several of them scurrying in the distance there. But yeah, you approach a dark and broken city. Little life can be seen. A stench of death surrounds the area. I wonder if it will let me... I cannot rest at this location, because it's full of frickin' zombies. Now, the trick is you can actually avoid some fighting if you keep your distance from the growling zombies. Unfortunately, the pirate zombies. Because there are, in fact, two types of ghouls. There are the feral ones, like Gur there, and then there are the non-feral, who you can speak to in a civilized fashion. Way the east is blocked by rubble, you have to find another way. These are not civilized ghouls. Hey, Ian actually hit something that was not me or Tycho for once. I got one! Okay, so that seems to have ended the danger for the moment. Unfortunately, unlike the later Fallout games, The ghouls don't have much in the way of gear. Actually, they don't have much in the way of gear in the modern Fallout games, but at least you got something. Here you have nothing. Oh, no. But yeah, the trick here is that we do need to find a way to get into the underground, because the civilized ghouls have a whole society underground, as your mutant types usually do. So we gotta fight to get to that manhole cover, I'm thinking. Just fly casual. Right, so as all adventuring games do, we find ourselves in a sewer. And now I wish I had that motion detector that I sold to get the map down here. But unlike most sewers, at least there's no giant rats. And now, having thoroughly jinxed myself by saying that, dead bodies. This place gives me the creeps. Wait, don't shoot. Thank you for not shooting first. Can I help you with anything? Sure, who are you? I am the leader of a simple people who have left the surface because of the others. You know, you say, geez, that's pretty dumb. Okay, bye. Who's forced you down here? The surface of Necropolis, and the water is controlled by Set and his ghouls. We are a much more peaceful group which discuss sets. Who is this Set? Set is a ghoul like us, but he has assumed a certain amount of power in the above-ground world. He is an oath. He sounds a lot more interesting than you freaks. Why is it that you survived down here? He does not speak of it. However, Set is afraid of not having enough people to defend the Necropolis if it is ever needed it. So he gives us what water we need. Where does all this water come from? Up until recently, we pumped our water from the ground with a pump in the watershed. Until recently? What happened to change things? Lately, I have heard rumors that someone has taken over the control of the watershed. However, our rations are still being delivered for some reason. What's the watershed? It is where all the water is stored and handed out to us. Where is it located? The watershed is to the north. You'll need to take the sewers to get there. Thank you. You aren't thinking of taking the water chip from us, are you? No, I would never do such a thing. I'm just going to go see how it works. And then, of course, my people need the water chip to survive. Why? If you take the water chip from us, then we will all die. With our water pump broken, we need it to survive. Well, I really don't care about you or your people. We need the water chip for our own survival. Is it possible the pump could be fixed? That may be difficult. The parts we need to fix the pump were lost in the sewers and under the watershed. Why is that so difficult? The sewers there are filled with monsters. None of my people I have sent to retrieve them have come back. Are you willing to retrieve the parts so that the water pump can be fixed? Since you guys are too incompetent to do this yourselves. Yes, I will. Thank you. When you get the parts returned here, it is possible I can help you further. Okay, well, I'll be on my way then. So, yay. So we have to go to the northern part of the sewers. We just want to be left alone. So no friendly mutant PX down here then. I can't talk now. I'm watching out for danger. Okay, we have to take the sewers to get to underneath the watershed. And I see yeah, I spoke too soon. There's a room full of rats there. I might come and clear that out later because cheap XP is cheap XP, but I think you've seen me killing enough rats so far playing this already. Gurgling water comes from Mr. Rain, so does a really vile stench. Where the heck? Okay, finally let me see the ladder. Can I use the ladder? Oh! I'll bet that's one of the monsters that has taken over the watershed. And yes, if you know the Fallout lore, then you know that that fellow right there is a super mutant. And I'm going to do a quick save here, lest we get killed off needlessly. If you disturb the boss, he's going to hit you. And, you know, let's not go bother him. Instead, let's fight more rats. Critically hit the rat for 3 points. Okay, that one may require more than a knife. And why are you charging past Ian when, you know, he is a nice meaty snack and I'm right here? Okay, fine. It's going to charge right past them to get to me, isn't it? And yes, it was in fact trying to run around them to get to me. But I'll guess this is the way we need to go, because that's where all the monsters are. "71 hit points. I'll bet it didn't even have that many. And I missed it completely. Ah, thought I saw something moving. But I now have junk. So what am I going to do with all this junk? All this junk inside my trunk? Well, I don't actually have a trunk, but if I did... Let me see, what's his name say to bring the junk to him, or did he say we'd have to try and fix the water pump ourselves? And you know what the heck, let's try and get inside the water house. Which is probably this building right here, right? Right? Yeah, that guy has the look of a boss about him.
Hey, you not look like ghoul. How come?
That's because I'm dressed really snazzy today.
Ooh, that was snazzy like, huh?
And I believe that is in fact Brad Garrett as the voice of the super mutant. Then, what do you do here?
Lou tell me watch place. Not let no one in. Not normals most. Take normals to the Lou. Hey.
You know, let's go see Lou. Fraggot, how about not let you live? But I'm not normal.
Ooh, Harry confused. You not ghoul. You not normal. What you?
I'm a highly advanced robot.
Okay. Harry think what to do.
And, yeah, a bunch of mutants there who will not try talking to us. This water pump is not working. Well, let me see if I can use my amazing science skill to fix it. The water pump isn't working. I can make the pump work. I have science! The water pump may need a new fuse. Okay, then. You are having difficulties making these parts work. I guess this is more repair than science. You failed to repair the water pump. Aha, but what if I try... Science! Still not working. It might need a new fuse. Well, this is kind of a anticlimactic turn of events. So how the heck am I going to get this thing to work? Well, the good news is I think I can waltz back in and out of here fairly easily. But we will go ahead and close this chapter out, and next time we will see if there's any way for me to do this other than improve my repair skill and come back later. We will see you then.